Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Today our topic will be the U.S. citizenship, and the activity that we will use in order to talk about this topic is pre-test with a partner. It's an activity that is really, really good for all of you because you have to talk about this with your classmates and with your peers, and it will be very helpful for you. Let's start. This is me. I am Mrs. Pilar Pintagro. This picture was 2 years ago. I couldn't find a new pictures now, new picture for today days. I am from Peru, of course. I am from this beautiful city, Lima. I was born there, and I came to the United States in 2013. I a little bit extra of me. I don't know why the picture of my husband didn't appear here, but let me tell you. Here is about me. These are my cats. I am a crazy cat lady. I have several cats. I have six in total. When I used to be in Peru, I used to be a journalist, and this is a picture of me when I was in Panama. Um, I was kind of famous in that time. This is 2019, I guess. By now, my days are dedicated completely to education, so my life changed a lot. Let's continue. Okay, let's talk about US citizenship. So the content objective will be that you will be able to identify and explain the steps of the US naturalization process, including requirements, rights, and responsibilities of citizens using informational text and visual resources. This is a link for the translations that I will show you in a second. Um, the elements that we will use is we will find new verbs like identify and explain. Um, and the academic concept of the class will be the U.S. citizenship and the naturalization process. Let's see how it sounds in other language. For example, here is the text. I will be able to identify and explain the steps of the U.S. naturalization process, including requirements, rights, responsibilities of citizens, and using informational text and visual resources. But we can find here the cognates of the words that is easy for you to identify. For example, the word identify sounds similar to identificar. That is very similar to English. Also, naturalization, the word is naturalización. Um, well, process is process here. Now is proceso. What you can see it's very, very similar to Spanish, um, including incluyendo requirements, rights, and responsibilities of citizens. Um, derechos, responsibilities, responsabilidades. Um, other word that is very similar to Spanish is text, textos, informational, informativos, and the word elements is very similar to the one in Spanish that is elementos, verbs, verbos. Um, identify, again, this word is very similar to Spanish, como you can see here, identificar, academic, académico, um, process, again, is very similar to proceso. So as you can see, you can find a lot of words that are very similar from English to Spanish. Let's continue. What are the language objectives? Well, that you will read and pretest the questions, identify keywords and process meanings. You will discuss answers with your partners, explaining um, what things are you thinking and using new vocabulary. Um, you will listen in my explanations about the process of naturalization, and you can take notes, and also you will write a list of citizenship requirements. Here's the translation. You can see is a lot of the words are very similar again, like identify, identificar, um, vocabulary, vocabulario, um, explanation, explicación, and you can find very similar cognates from English to Spanish. Here are the questions that I will give to the students, I will give to you. These are the questions that you have to talk with your partners, um, and you can discuss in your tables, of course. Let's see. And this is again the translation, and you can find a lot of the cognates here are very, very, very similar. Passport, pasaporte, green card, la tarjeta verde, um, false, falso. For example, there is a lot of things that words in Spanish and English that they are cognates that you can see here. Let's continue. Okay, what are supplementary resources? Where this is a video of YouTube that we will see later, is about how to become a US citizen. And this is another video from YouTube. I don't know why it's not working right now, but let's see what will happen later. Um, and these are reading passages that we will make this in flashcards, so later in the week you can read them and know more about all these concepts like rules, law, responsibility, citizenship, um, patriotism, and all these topics that are more that will put you more in the topic. Now, this is the timeline. And make a timeline of how to become a citizen of the United States. You need to be at least 18 years old to fill out your application. Then you have to be um, lawfully admitted in the United States. Of course, you have to enter to the country with a visa and then apply for the green card. And then with the time, you can apply for your citizenship. Then you must show that you're a continuous and permanent resident of the United States. Then you have to prove that you are living in the country, that you have family here, that for example, there's a police here telling you that you must have a good character, and then you have to pay a lot of things to finally get to the test, and then finally get your citizen uh, certificate. Certificate. And this is me and my process to have a citizenship. This is me when I get my green card, and this is me when I got my citizenship certificate. This is me. And of course, you have to fill a lot of papers, study a lot, and also pay a lot of things in cash. Really was a crazy process. And what languaging will be happening during this process? Well, the students, of course, will discuss the language, and for example, the language of Spanish and English, and will analyze new vocabulary and the cognates, of course. Then the students can engage in the discussion, and you can negotiate meanings and ask me questions. Then a student can articulate their thoughts, and you can speak with your classmates, of course, and you can ask me any question, and I will give you feedback for better comprehension. And finally, why this is good for ELLs? I guess this activity is good because the students can and discuss the answers with the partners and promote a more active engagement with the topic. Also, the peer discussions helps to build more confidence and speaking and using new vocabulary. And of course, you are learning, so you are never wrong. ELLs also can you we can help different levels of um, ELLs. Of course, beginners can just point to some answers, while others can explain deeply the concepts. And it's good for ELLs because um, they feel less pressure because the activity is not graded, of course, and you can speak and write without fear of failure.